Hey, what's up everyone, David here. Welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to be focusing all on Persona 6 because for some reason with the Persona 25th anniversary ending without Persona 6, I'm just always thinking about Persona 6 and what we know so far, which is not much, obviously. I just want to get this out there, but I took my time, did a little bit of research to see when was Persona 6 mentioned in the past to try and get an idea of when we should expect news in the future. There's a lot of very small info that just came out in the last few weeks, months, and I just wanted to gather everything here and also speculate with you guys. It should be really fun. If you want more content on anything Atlus, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, you're at the right place. Make sure to subscribe, ring that notification bell as well to stay up to date on all your latest news. If you like the video, a quick thumbs up is always a big help. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start with giving context with history for Persona 6. So whenever someone at Atlus mentioned Persona 6, I'll bring it up. Okay? The first time that it was mentioned was in 2019 with Wada, a director at the Persona team. Wada was interviewed in 2019 by The Genki magazine. And here's what he said, quote, "We are working on mid to long-term plans, including new numbered entries so that fans can continue to enjoy the Persona series this year." So obviously a new numbered entry in the Persona series is Persona 6. There's no other options, right? Because it is numbered entry. So that's the first time that Persona 6 was mentioned, not explicitly, but that's when it was mentioned, and that is in 2019, December of 2019, right after Persona 5 Royal first released. It was then mentioned in certain job listings by Atlus Japan on a website online to hire people, kind of like a LinkedIn but in Japan from my understanding. And in the job offers, there was a section with comments from Atlus staff about what they're doing at Atlus Japan, and the executive producer for Persona 5, Naoto Hiroka, was interviewed well, at least he was asked to put a comment in that section. And he, in that interview, said that they are, quote, hoping for Persona 6 to surpass Persona 5. So that was the first time that Persona 6 was explicitly mentioned by someone at Atlus. That would be July of 2021. Now in October of 2022, as I mentioned to you guys earlier, we have some interesting info. Once again coming from Wada. He was first interviewed by Famitsu in the Persona 25th anniversary issue. The translation that I'm using here, that I'm quoting, is from Persona Central. You can find links in the description, of course. And Wada said, quote, "The latest mainline title, Persona 5 Royal, is the culmination of our efforts. As a JRPG, I believe that it offers the best possible experience, so I hope all game fans will play it. And there are many more things we would like to tell you about our future prospects. We will do our best to unveil them at the appropriate time. Please look forward to the future of the Persona series even more." So basically, they have new projects in their works, which is not a surprise, of course, and they're simply waiting for the appropriate time to show them. We also have another comment from Wada, which was put inside a flyer for the Persona Wish concert in October of 2022. Once again, the translation comes from Persona Central. Wada said in that flyer, it was written, quoting Wada, "Finally, P5R will be available for the whole world to play on the latest hardware, including PC. P5R is 3 years old, and now P5 is 6 years old. But we are very happy to be able to share the best gaming experience we can with you now. It's a must-have title for all gamers. It is also with great sadness that we must bring an end to the everlasting momentum of Persona's 25th anniversary with the Persona Super Live Peace Sound Wish 2022 Crossing Journey concert. We would like to conclude it. There are so many things I would like to tell you, but I deeply apologize for not being able to do so on this occasion. I would like to share them with you at the right time, so please look forward to more information about the Persona series in the future." Now it's important to note that, again, we don't have a lot of information on Persona 6. They've been kind of teasing, they've been low-key saying that they're working on the game. Once they said they're explicitly said that they're working on the game, I think it's fair to assume that they started to work on Persona 6 in 2019 to the latest, which is right after Royal was released. Was all the members of the Persona team working on Royal before in 2018, and 2017, or was there already some people working on Persona 6? I think it's possible, but let's say 2019 is when they started. That means they've been developing the game for at least 3 years. Plus, it was just confirmed this week that Sega is handling the porting process for Persona 5 Royal Remastered on all platforms, meaning that the Persona team staff is not involved. So, here's a timeline of the previous Persona releases. I think that's another thing that we can look at. Persona 4 released in 2008 in Japan, Persona 5 released in 2016, so 8 years later, once again in Japan. We already know that the transition to HD development was kind of rough at Atlus, so that potentially explains the 8 year gaps. Persona 5 was pushed a lot of times, it was delayed a lot of times. So is it fair to assume that Persona 6 is simply going to release 8 years after Persona 5, which leads us to 2024? I think a lot of people would do that comparison, but now they're fine with HD development. They've been working on it. There's another thing that you need to consider, which is the worldwide pandemic. Atlus, they've been openly saying that it damaged some of their development team. It caused issues on certain projects. They said that before. So that kind of replaces our transition from SD, standard definition development, to high definition from Persona 4 to Persona 5. I hope I'm making sense. I know it's a lot of info, but I'm just thinking 2024 isn't necessarily unrealistic for Persona 6 to release, even considering the worldwide situation right now. It's very interesting to speculate about Persona 6. I was hoping to see something for the 25th anniversary. Clearly, Soejima and Wada, they were also hoping to show us something. I honestly think it was part of the plan with the green paint pot that you can see in a picture that they posted for Sakura Town, the festival. You'll see it on screen during the video. There's a green bowl of paint and people are speculating that this is indeed the color for Persona 6. So I honestly have a feeling that they were hoping and they were planning to show Persona 6 during the 25th anniversary, especially looking at those interviews, but unfortunately they were not ready to show it. What am I thinking for the next steps? I mean, we talked about the future of the Persona series, King Narukami and I, on the channel on my last video. Make sure to check it out, it's a great video. We think there's a lot of options for Persona 6. I'm at this point, after the research that I did for this video, I'm thinking maybe we see it in 2024 after all. Maybe we finally get a first look at the game at Tokyo Game Show next year. I'm very, very, very curious to hear what you guys think on this one. When do you think we're going to see Persona 6 for the first time? Like a teaser trailer, 6 chairs, green background, anything? I want to know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching the video. Again, if you liked it, a quick thumbs up is a big help. Helps people find my channel. Thank you for watching, y'all. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.